Have you ever noticed that some men seem trapped in relationships with women who are objectively perfect, beautiful, successful, kind, yet they always have one foot out the door? And then you see another guy. He's with a woman who just seems normal, but he looks at her like she's the center of his universe. He's not just committed, he's tethered. Most people see this and think, she must have some kind of secret spell on him. Or worse, they think he's just settling. But as a man, I can tell you, it's not a spell. And it's definitely not settling. It's biology. Today, we are moving past the pink clouds of romance and the mind games of modern dating. We're going to talk about the invisible lease. Most women try to bind a man using social pressure, guilt, expectations, ultimatums, or the "what are we" talk. Those are external chains. And the thing about chains is that they eventually rust and break. The rare emotional bond that makes a man stay forever isn't a chain. It's what we call neural entrainment. It's when his nervous system literally begins to regulate itself based on your presence. The limbic anchor. See, almost no one talks about this because it sounds unromantic. But the truth is, a man stays where his brain feels at home. In this video, I'm going to show you how to become a man's limbic anchor. I'm going to explain the actual brain chemistry that turns a fling into a forever, and why your greatest power in a relationship has nothing to do with how you look and everything to do with how you manage his cortisol levels. If you've ever felt like he's pulling away just when things are getting good, it's probably because you're triggering his dopamine system but starving his oxytocin system. By the end of this script, you'll know exactly how to bridge that gap. Part 1. The dopamine to oxytocin bridge. Let's start with the science of the lust gap. In the beginning of a relationship, the brain is flooded with dopamine. This is the reward chemical. It's high octane, it's exciting, and it's what makes us want to stay up until 4 a.m. talking. But here's the problem. Dopamine is also the chemical of novelty. Once the newness wears off, and it always does, the dopamine levels drop. This is the danger zone. This is when a man starts to wonder, is the spark gone? Should I look for someone new? The rare bond, the one that makes him stay, is the one that successfully crosses the bridge from dopamine to oxytocin. Oxytocin is the safety chemical. It's the cuddle hormone. But for men, it's even more specific. It's the chemical of monogamy, the low arousal intimacy secret. Now, here is where most women get it wrong. They think to keep him interested, they need to keep the excitement high. More skydiving, more fancy outfits, more high-energy dates. But biologically, that just keeps him in the dopamine loop. And dopamine is exhausting. The bond that makes him stay is built in what I call low arousal intimacy. Look, we spend all day fighting for our lives in the corporate jungle. We're dealing with bosses, traffic, bills, and ego battles. If coming home to you feels like another level of a video game, where we have to perform, entertain you, or navigate an emotional minefield, we're eventually going to want to put the controller down and go to sleep, forever. The rare bond is when a man's brain associates you with low cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. If his heart rate drops when he walks through your front door, if he feels a sense of biological peace, his brain starts to view you as a survival necessity. He becomes biologically addicted to the way you lower his stress. Think about that. In a world that is constantly screaming at him, you are the only place that is quiet. That isn't boring, that's addictive. But lowering his stress is only the first half. To really lock him in, you have to do something that almost no one talks about. You have to close the competence validation loop. In a minute, I'm going to show you how to move from being his peace to being his purpose. Because once a man feels like you are the primary witness to his value in the world, leaving you would be like leaving a part of his own identity behind. Part 2. The competence validation loop. Let's talk about a man's primary evolutionary driver. It isn't just finding a mate. From a biological perspective, a man's core mission is to be effective. We are wired to provide, to fix, and to have a tangible impact on our environment. In the modern world, that drive often gets lost in the noise. Most men feel like just another cog in a machine, but a rare bond is formed when a woman becomes the primary witness to his utility. Now, I want to be very clear. This is not about ego stroking or empty flattery. If you tell a man, "You're so amazing," every 5 minutes, his brain eventually filters it out as background noise. It loses its biological value. Instead, the woman who creates an unbreakable bond uses something called instructional gratitude. This is a fancy term for a very simple concept. It's telling him exactly how his specific action made your life better. Instead of, "Thanks for helping with the car," you say, I was actually feeling pretty anxious about that long drive tomorrow, but because you took the time to check the tires and the oil, I feel completely safe now. Thank you for being my safety net. Do you hear that? You didn't just thank him, you closed a biological loop. You told his brain, your effort was effective. You fulfilled your role as a protector. When you do this, his brain releases a hit of serotonin, the status and pride chemical. He stops looking for validation from the rest of the world because the purest dose of his self-worth is coming directly from you. Part 3. Limbic resonance, the silent language. Now we're getting into the deep science. Research in interpersonal neurobiology shows that when two people are deeply bonded, their heart rates, respiration, and even their brainwave patterns begin to synchronize. This is called limbic resonance. This is the bond that almost no one talks about because it's invisible. It's the ability to lower a man's heart rate just by walking into the room. But here's the catch, and this is the part that might be hard to hear. You cannot fake this. If you are constantly anxious, checking for his love, or waiting for him to mess up, your nervous system is in threat mode. When he walks into the room, he picks up on that tension. Biologically, he feels hunted. And what do mammals do when they feel hunted? They run or they hide. The woman who creates this bond practices radiant autonomy. She is happy and regulated on her own. Because she doesn't need him to fix her emotions, he feels safe enough to let her regulate his. It's a paradox. The less you need him to survive emotionally, the more he needs your presence to feel at peace. Part 4. The evolutionary territory. Finally, we have the evolutionary territory. Every man has a mental map of his world. Usually, everyone in that map, friends, co-workers, even family, is a guest. They are people he visits or interacts with, but they aren't part of the map itself. The rare bond happens when you shift from being a guest to becoming the permanent landscape. This happens through the joint mission. It doesn't have to be starting a business or raising a family. It can be a shared philosophy like us against the world, or even a shared goal of building a specific kind of life. When you align your lives this way, his brain stops seeing you as an option and starts seeing you as a territory. To leave you would be, in his mind, an act of self-destruction. He's not just leaving a person, he's abandoning the mission of his life. Biologically, his brain views that as a failure of survival. This is why some men stay through thick and thin, not because of duty, but because their identity is so entwined with yours that they literally wouldn't know who they are without you. The biology of forever. So let's bring it all home. The spark? That's dopamine. It's fun, but it's temporary. The rare bond, the one that makes him stay, is built on oxytocin, serotonin, and limbic resonance. It's about being his low-stress sanctuary, his primary witness, and his co-pilot in the territory of life. He doesn't stay because you are the best woman in the world, though I'm sure you're pretty great. He stays because you are the only woman who makes him feel like the best version of himself. As a man, I'm telling you, we don't want to be managed, we want to be seen, we want to be effective, and we want to be at peace. If you're ready to stop playing the dating game and start building a biological anchor, do me a favor, comment the word anchor down below. It lets me know you're ready to move past the surface and build something that the eyes can't see, but the heart can't leave. I'm Elric Hasen, and I'll see you in the next one.